The election of Donald Trump, what does that show you about our relationship with the alpha or our own maleness and the reaction to him as well? Like, what does that teach you? Because like you said, you're kind of an observer, which is nice. And you're like, okay, we might have to go through this period. We're learning, we're not learning. What have you seen the last 2 years of that happening?
Donald Trump is really alpha. And a lot of people don't like it. And I'm not saying I agree with everything he does. You know, my political bent is more towards libertarianism. So, you know, less intervention, you know, I'm more for. But I think right now, with the way things have gone, we've needed a strong leader. The past several leaders have been very beta. And by mere virtue of the fact that a lot of people don't like him, and yet he still stays firm to his word and does what he says he's going to do, it's representative of the type of man that we're needing again in the world, and who ultimately we as men are going to aspire to and hope to become. You know, again, it's not about what he's doing, it's about who he is, the type of man that he is, firm and aggressive and active, speaks up, never lets himself be a victim. I think that's amazing. Somebody comes after him, he goes right back after them. He never panders, he stands up tall. You know, once again, you know, I'm just describing who he's being rather than, you know, what he's done. And a lot of what he's done has been really good too also, if you look beyond what the media tells us.
Such as economy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bringing back jobs, you know, that were overseas and opening factories back up. I mean, he's created tremendous amount of opportunities for a lot of the people who play the victim role and don't even realize it.
Do we need leaders like him? Do we need
I don't even have to say that we need it, but the world is showing that we need it by his election. I think also too in Brazil, Bolsonaro, this guy, they call him the Trump of the tropics. He's another like alpha dude. And I think there's several other countries too. I don't want to say them and be wrong, but in Europe where some strong leaders are emerging who are saying no. Like even I don't know what's going on right now, but with the Brexit movement from the EU, that's a very alpha move. You know, no, we're not going to go along and be agreeable with the way things are going as the collective. You know, that's a very feminine way, which is to get along and to go along. But to say, like a mountain, I am firm, here I am, I say no, I'm not going to do that, is I think it's good. I think we've gone so far in the just allowing of things that when someone stands up and says no, which is what they're doing, I think that's great.
Do you think the election of Trump is a symbol that collectively as a society or as a world that we're tired of the feminization of men?
One part of the population, yeah. And the other part is that much more angry. So he represents polarity in its finest.
So it could be a symbol of that, but also an equal symbol of people who don't want that.
Mm-hmm. So it exposes the shadow, you know. So you look at a lot of the people who are for peace and love and unity, but they're really violent and angry and mean. You know, the left, they would describe it in many circles, are showing themselves to be really violent and really mean and willing to do whatever it takes. If they got to destroy someone's character or to destroy people's lives, they're willing to do it. And that just makes you question, you know, I thought this was about unity and peace and coming together, when in reality it's just about power.